Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt Williamson from the 4derivatives team. Hope everybody is doing well. It is Easter Sunday, about 3:51 here in Central Time, and the market logged, wouldn't you know it, another up week. Another up week. Only 4 trading days, and it still managed to log another up week. So what we have really looks like just a rocket ship taking off to the moon. The Trail of Tears, if you're a bear. Apologies to the Native Americans there. So S&P up yet again another week. Week after week after week after week. Nasdaq, same story in the Nasdaq, same story in the Russell. Although the Nasdaq did log a down week, if you look at the NQ here, slightly off on the week. Do want to point out something quickly though. If we roll back over to the S&P, going to pull up an hourly chart. So this would be your hourly chart. It's about 30 days or so on the chart. And what I want to point out here, I don't know if this thing draws curvy lines. I don't think it draws curvy lines, so we'll do a couple of straight lines here. So what we have is what we call a double top. Not super rounded, but it is a little bit rounded. The more rounded it is, the more it's going to turn into a cup and handle. But we do have what you would generally call a double top. So that's when price tops, sells off, and then retops. Okay, the confirming syndicator, or indicator rather, confirming syndicator. The confirming indicator rather that I use is a MACD. Okay, this is the MACD line. You notice it's one line instead of two. This is just the MACD line itself is making lower highs against that same top. This is a fairly reliable signal. Okay, nothing's reliable in markets, but this one's fairly reliable. I'd say around 70, 75%. That says we are going to get a pullback back to the prior low. Okay, so my target here for the next week or so, probably in the 52.20 neighborhood. I did buy some puts in some client accounts, and we'll be looking for a downside move there down to 5200. You can certainly make the same play on either the NASDAQ or the Russell, but on the NASDAQ, you can see that pattern's not really even there. And the Russell really made, instead of a double top, Russell just made a higher high. So you can see the sell-off starting to happen there in the Russell, but S&P is certainly the most clear of the bunch there on the hourly. All right. Again, certainly not totally foolproof, but a pretty good indicator for a sell-off. So look for a little bit of weakness there in the S&P. Quick updates here. Dollar Tree, we managed to close that this week for about a 4% return on equity. Okay, so if you're doing options rather, that's going to be a significantly higher return. So this was the move right here, and we caught some upside back up to the 134 level or so. Also closed Abbott Laboratories, that's ABT. Signal looks like it came in just a little bit early, so got in right around that level, 1348 or so. Did draw down to about 109 and then closed the trade out. Just not for much profit at all. I think it was 0.17% or so. So we'll call it a scratch. But Dollar Tree was a good winner on the week. And then quick picks for the week to come. We've got XPing, XPEV. XPing gave us a buy signal down here right at the the $7, not quite $107, but $7.80 some odd cents. Could have taken the trade up here at 850 or so. You'd still be in it, obviously, but we'll see what happens with XPEV. Looking for a move back up to wherever we get the move. This indicator I use gives us a nice exit signal there. So we'll see when we get the exit signals that we are in XPEV, and then a couple of other micro caps as well. I'll just mention the names. A lot of these don't have a lot of liquidity, so if you're looking for something with liquidity, XPEV is a nice choice there. And then if you don't mind dealing with some illiquid stuff, CRWS is on the list. That spit out a signal right at 507. I think I was only able to fill some of my positions, so if this comes back down on Monday, then we'll be able to grab some more. Like I said, it's not a very liquid stock. If we look at the volume behind it, this is an hourly chart. We're talking 11,000 shares, 6,400. This is a big candle at 20,000. Given the fact that it's a $5 stock, that's only a $100,000 order. 20,000 shares at $5. That's $100,000 coming through on that 1 hour, and that was a big volume boost. So not a lot of volume coming through on CRWS, which is Crown Crafts. And last but not least, NAPCOSectechInc.com. If that doesn't sound like a shell company, I don't know what is. But another kind of move here. This one actually didn't print the signal on the chart, but I took it anyway because that was a good trade. We'll see if it's a good trade, I suppose. But this one's sitting at around $40, and again, volume, 30,000 on the end of day boost, 35,000 over here. So not a lot of volume there behind that as well. So if you're looking for something with volume, XPEV is the way to go. Otherwise, you could play with these two micro caps. I think they're going to be pretty good trades, but I suppose time will tell. All right, hope everyone had a nice Sunday, Easter Sunday weekend, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.